Ashleigh Barty, the world's #1, has announced shock retirement from professional tennis at just the age of 21 years. The reigning Wimbledon and Australian Open champion Ashleigh Barty revealed she was retiring in an Instagram video recorded with friend and former doubles partner Casey Delacroix. The Australian, who has won 3 Grand Slam titles and is the reigning Wimbledon and Australian Open champion, said she was retiring from the sport for a second time to chase other dreams. Ashleigh Barty is quoted saying, "I kind of wasn't quite sure how I was going to do this, but I think so many times in my life, both my professional and my personal, you've been there for me," she was telling friend Delacroix. Ashleigh Barty spoke of her winning Wimbledon, the first time an Australian had claimed a single title at the championship in nearly 20 years. In 2021 was the culmination of her. Ashleigh Barty has managed to win 15 titles, 3 Grand Slam titles, and her highest world ranking has been the world #1. It proved life-challenging for the right-hander too, and her voice broke as she told Delacroix retirement was something she had been considering for a long time. Bartley had previously retired from tennis in 2014 and the following year made the switch to playing cricket, batting for Brisbane Heat in the Women's Big Bash League before returning to tennis in 2016. Bartley promised in the caption to the video that there would be more to come tomorrow at her press conference. Ashleigh Barty won 3 Grand Slam single events, including this year's Australian Open in January. In doing so, she became the first home player to win the Australian Open men's or women's single title in 44 years. She says her success in becoming 2021 Wimbledon champion changed her perspective because after achieving her ultimate personal goal in the sport, she wasn't still quite fulfilled. Bartley has remained world's #1 since winning her first Grand Slam title at the French Open in 2019, a run of 114 consecutive weeks. Only Steph Graf, Serena Williams, who both were able to maintain 168 6 weeks, and Martina Navratilova, who was able to manage 156 weeks, have enjoyed longer streaks as world #1 in the women's game. Williams is the only other active female player who has won major titles on clay, grass, hard court, and at the same time of her retirement, Bartley has collected €23.8 million in prize money. Bartley says that, "I'm so thankful for everything this sport has given me and leave feeling proud and fulfilled." Women's Tennis Association head Steve Simon said Bartley was one of the greatest champions. Fellow Australian Grand Slam winners also paid tribute. Former US Open champion Sam Stosur held Bartley's incredible career, while 15-time quad singles Grand Slam champion Dylan Alcott said Bartley was a champion in every sense of the word. Romanian former world #1 Simona Halep added, "What is next for you, Grand Slam champion in golf?" Romanian former world champion Simona Halep also added that, "What's next for you, Grand Slam champion in golf?" Bartley's Australian Open win had cemented her reputation as a national hero. In an emotional moment, she was presented with her trophy by fellow Aboriginal Australian tennis champion and mentor Yvonne Cowley. A recent report by the Edge News highlighted how the number of Australian children playing tennis had climbed by nearly 30% in the past year. Many of them are from indigenous communities and many are girls. Ashleigh Barty, who had taken a break from 2014, citing its intense demands, and played in the inaugural season of cricket's women's big. Belgian Justin Henin also retired from tennis while world #1 at the age of 25 before announcing she would return to play 16 months later. She retired a second time the following year. Fellow Belgian Kim Klijsters retired at the age of 23 in 2007, but returned 2 years later and went on to win 3 of her 4 Grand Slam single titles after her break.
Ash, it's always great to see you. I have a slight inkling. I know why I'm here. Probably don't want to acknowledge it, but why am I here today?
I kind of wasn't quite sure how I was going to do this, but I think so many times in my life, both my professional and my personal, you've been there for me. And I just couldn't think, there's no right way, there's no wrong way. It's just my way. And this is perfect for me to share it with you, to talk to you about it, with my team, my loved ones, that I'll be retiring from tennis. And it's the first time I've actually said it out loud. And it's hard to say, but I'm so happy and I'm so ready. And I just know at the moment in my heart, for me as a person, this is right. And I know I've done this before, but in a very different feeling. And I'm so grateful to everything that tennis has given me. It's given me all of my dreams plus more. But I know that the time is right now for me to step away and chase other dreams, and to put the rackets down.
Thank you for trusting me again. You're an inspiration to so many, and it can't be easy, but it also must feel nice to, in a way, get it off your chest. Why now, I think, is probably going to be the most common question. Why now?
Yeah, it's something I've been thinking about for a long time, and I've had a lot of incredible moments in my career that have been pivotal moments. And Wimbledon last year changed a lot for me as a person, and for me as an athlete, when you work so hard your whole life for one goal. And I've been able to share that with so many incredible people. But to be able to win Wimbledon, which was my dream, the one true dream that I wanted in tennis, that really changed my perspective. And I just had that gut feeling after Wimbledon, and had spoken to my team quite a lot about it. And there was just a little part of me that wasn't quite satisfied, wasn't quite fulfilled. And then came the challenge of the Australian Open. And I think that for me just feels like the most perfect way, my perfect way to celebrate what an amazing journey my tennis career has been. As a person, this is what I want. I want to chase after some other dreams that I've always wanted to do, and always have that really healthy balance. But I'm really, really excited.
I think it will be hard for a lot of people to understand because, as you said, you've a 3-time Grand Slam champion. You've just come off winning the AO, probably one of the most marketable athletes in the world. How difficult was it to come to this decision? There
was a perspective shift in me in this second phase of my career, that my happiness wasn't dependent on the results. And success for me is knowing that I've given absolutely everything I can. I'm fulfilled, I'm happy, and I know how much work it takes to bring the best out of yourself. And I've said it to my team multiple times. It's just I don't have that in me anymore. I don't have the physical drive, the emotional want, and kind of everything it takes to challenge yourself at the very top of the level anymore. And I think I just know that I'm absolutely, I am spent. I just know physically I have nothing more to give, and that for me is success. I've given absolutely everything I can to this beautiful sport of tennis, and I'm really happy with that. And for me, that is my success. And I know that people may not understand it, and that's okay. I'm okay with that, because I know that for me, Ash Barty, the person, has so many dreams that she wants to chase after, that don't necessarily involve traveling the world, being away from my family, being away from my home, which is where I've always wanted to be. It's where I've grown up, and I'll never, ever, ever stop loving tennis. It'll always be a massive part of my life, but now I think it's important that I get to enjoy the next phase of my life as Ash Barty the person, not Ash Barty the athlete.
Well, I know I speak for so many people, Ash. I know your family are going to love having you around more. I'm going to love having you around more, with more time with you. But I know I speak for so many people, and to say thank you. Thank you for everything that you've given to our sport. Having known you for so long, one thing I know is that you make decisions that are right for you, and they've always worked out, and you've done it your way. And I think that's really brave. I think that's really credible. And so thank you for everything that you've done for our sport. Thank you for giving us you, Ash Barty. Enjoy retirement.
It's scary.
You're amazing. And must have been so difficult for you to reach this decision and so difficult for you to sit here and actually speak about it. And I know you're going to speak about it more to come, you will. But I'm just so proud of you, and I'm so excited as well for what's next for you as well.
Yeah, it was hard, but it's right. And I know that brought me lots of comfort knowing that this is right for me. But I'm very excited.
Should we hug it out?
We should.
Oh, love you too.